Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Loretta Akimbinu. Today, I will be presenting on a faith-based motivational talk on overcoming fear through faith. There are moments when fear feels heavier than faith, moments when your courage grows cold, and what you hear is a silent whisper of fear. Moments when you battle fear in your mind, making you confused about what to do. Moment fear tampers with your self-worth and screams at you that you are not enough. Moments when thought of fear keeps coming while going through life battles, tough challenges in your career, making you isolated with no assurance of faith or God's love. In moments like this, God wants you to stand firm in faith and say no to fear through constant prayers and a renewed mind that refuses to surrender to fear. When there is faith, fear loses its grip. When you take a bold step, courage, faith moves while fear trembles. Fear whispers, do not go there, it is risky. But faith whisper, I know my God will go with me wherever I go. The Bible reminds us God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and sound mind. Your faith in God awakens your spirit. It builds resilience and guides your decision towards the pathways to victory. Daniel refused to stop praying even when threatened by death. Fear said, hide, but faith said, stand. God saw his faith and shut the mouth of lions because Daniel opened his mouth in prayer. Faith makes us defeat the lies of the devil with courage, hope, and strength. In doing so, you become warriors that gain victory. With faith, God wants to rewrite your story of fear. Every time you choose faith over fear, God strengthens your discernment, helping you walk in his will, and that obedience leads to peace. His spirit guides your decisions, and you have confidence that you serve a God that walks through the fire with you. Look, when you overcome fear through faith, you gain confidence over your problem. You take a bold step even when conditions aren't ideal. David took a bold step of confidence and faith, declaring that he will fight Goliath. His faith conquered fear, which led to the victory of defeating Goliath. Once faith is activated over fear, you gain vision, you gain clarity, you gain strength, and you move without looking back. You grow in the right places and you fulfill every dreams and vision. In life, fear is the hindrance to your blessings. It stops your movement, but faith reminds you that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Fear freezes your prayer life and makes you doubt more. But when you choose faith over fear, you run a race of life that reminds you that God got your back, and you can pray with the assurance that yours will be answered. Put faith in the battles you face in life. Put faith in your career, your daily expectations over fear, because it reminds you that among the noises of life, you trust God for what you cannot control. When you speak positive words of affirmation to yourself, fear trembles. You overcome fear by the word of the Lord, and you believe in God's purpose for your life. There is power in your tongue for speaking out of faith. Proverbs 3 verses 5 assures us to trust in God with all your whole heart and lean not in your understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths, not in fear, but in discretion and strength to move unafraid into the life he has given you. There is no condemnation for those who rise in faith, because fear is not your identity and failure is not your destiny. Overcome every fear that makes you isolated and replace it with the hope that you can do things through Christ that strengthens you. Fear whispers, you are incapable. Faith answers, no condemnation. When you cast your burdens on him and tell him about your fears and worries, he promises to take care of it and change every shame to grace and every fear to courage. The honest truth is faith overpowers fear but does not erase it. It gives you a sense of meaning and lets you move through it with a hope for tomorrow. Friends, overcoming fear through faith is like entering a quiet solitude where you place your hope in God, trusting that you can face your fear because He is by your side. Even though we admit we are afraid, we put our trust in the one who walks in fire with us, the one who gives us the courage to gain boldness and face our fears without doubt, but trust His promises and love. Remember, God cares and He wants you to cast all your fears and burdens onto Him, for He is willing to take care of it and make you move forward in life unafraid, and have faith that you will overcome all your fears. Let faith be your watchword for overcoming fear. Let your mindset be rooted with confidence in yourself and in God. Go into the world and do great exploits with boldness and faith over fear, and watch how God leads you up in victory. Thank you for listening to this exciting faith-based motivational talk on overcoming fear through faith. God bless you as you listen and reflect on this message. I look forward to sharing more exciting motivational talks with you in my next video. Bye.